For months now, our united efforts against COVID-19 pandemic are producing promising results in defeating the unseen threat. Still, our country and the world at large are facing new challenges brought about by this unseen public health crisis. As we continue to confront issues brought about by the pandemic, we in the Department of Education are addressing challenges in the basic education through the Learning Continuity Plan, which will be in effect by the time school year 2020-2021 opens on August 24, 2020. The LCP is our major response and our commitment in ensuring the health, safety, and well-being of our learners, teachers, and personnel in the time of COVID-19, while finding ways for education to continue amidst the crisis for the upcoming school year. Welcome to the Department of Education. Cuyo District presents this Learning Continuity Plan. The Schools Division of Palawan aims to sustain the delivery of quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating basic education services to all Palaweño learners, despite the emerging health situation brought about by COVID-19 pandemic through multimodal delivery of instruction. Thus, the Cuyo District aims to ensure that K-12 learners in Palawan have learned the competencies of their previous grade level and are ready for the next grade level by implementing bridging program for grade 7 and 11 entrance and providing technical assistance to schools in identifying non-mastered competencies in 8 learning areas per quarter as basis for home-based remediation and strengthen the division or district campaign on the use of DepEd Commons. The number 2 objective is to map the learning context and types of learners present in 14 elementary and 8 secondary schools in Cuyo District by gathering data on the learning context and types of learners in the district of Cuyo and the number of teachers with available resources required for the non-face-to-face mode of teaching, as well as determine the number of learners who need printed instructional modules. The number 3 objective is to align existing learning materials with the competencies and standards of the curriculum by preparing the list of critical competencies for each week of the school year, prioritizing the first quarter. Conduct an inventory of all available learning materials and resources for the competencies of the curriculum, harvest all available materials identified in the inventory, develop additional learning materials or modules for the competencies which do not have available materials, and contextualize existing learning materials or modules. The number 4 objective is to utilize ICT systems and other available platforms in the delivery of basic education, and survey of in-schools infrastructure for online and/or blended learning, and allocate budget for the printing of learning materials for learners identified as print-only learners. The number 5 objective is to orient learners and parents on the approaches for a new normal setup of the delivery of basic education by conducting orientation to learners and parents on the new normal setup of learning delivery and capacity building of parents on guiding the learning in the non-face-to-face learning activities. The number 6 objective is to ensure a safe and conducive learning environment for Palawenyo learners by preparing guidelines on the new normal in school, like use of face mask as part of the uniform, social distancing, regular hand washing, and other measures, pigeonhole for learning materials and tasks, decontaminate all the schools, prioritize schools with classroom for repair, enhance the DRRM capability of schools, come up with a plan to consider when there is a risk in the implementation of the non-face-to-face modes of delivery of instruction, conduct trauma debriefing brought about by COVID-19 to division teaching and non-teaching personnel, and conduct wellness program for teaching and non-teaching personnel. The last objective is to tap stakeholders to ensure quality delivery of distance education and blended learning by developing comprehensive partnership framework. And to give this message, please welcome the Municipal Mayor Cuyo, Macoy de los Reyes.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Naniniwala ako na ang edukasyon ang pundasyon ng matatag na pamayanan. Gayon din na ang ating mga kabataan ang pag-asa ng ating bayan. Isa sa pinakaimportanteng abilidad na dapat taglayin ng bawat isa, lalo na ng ating mga kabataan, ay ang abilidad sa pagbabasa. Dahil sa pamamagitan nito, matutuklasan at mapagyayaman nila ang ating mundo. Magiging malawak ang kanilang karunungan at ang kanilang pag-uunawa. Bilang leader ng ating bayan ng Cuyo, nais ko pong sabihin na tungkulin po natin na hikayatin ang ating mga kabataan na matuto at mapaunlad ang kanilang mga abilidad. Igaya po natin sila sa landas na magpapaunlad ng kanilang buhay at ng ating pamayanan. Gawin po natin ang lahat para makamtan natin ang hadikain na ito. Sa Project Zipper, ang batang Cuyonon kakabasa. Maraming salamat po at good day po ulit sa ating lahat.
And to give her message, our District Supervisor, Dr. Zoraida C. Andal.
We are now living in our new normal situation wherein everyone is requested to follow protocols given by the DOH. In our district, we ensure that the quality education can be delivered to our learners by means of the different learning modalities, one of which is the blended learning. In here, learners will be given modules by the teachers to be studied at home through the assistance of their parents. Afterwards, these modules will be checked by the teachers. We have our district reading program entitled Project Zipper, which is the acronym for Zealously Intensifying in the Pursuit of Promoting Excellence in Reading. We hope that this Project Zipper will help a lot, not only to the teachers and learners, but the whole community as well.